Oh, what's going on, everyone? Dark Sky here, and today we are playing some Eden Crafters. This has always been one of my favorite go back to games. It has to deal with us landing on a planet that is a little, not that great for humanity, and we have to turn it into a planet that is suitable for humanity and make it a nice breathing planet and everything like that. So that's it's a really neat game, and it's still in the works. I mean, there is stuff that's still coming out for it, but the game is in full working process. So, but let's get this. Let's get started.
Warning, low energy.
All right, and here we are. We are on Etheria. So this is floating islands kind of a place. I don't know what happens if you fall off. I imagine you just die. Ooh, I almost learned firsthand there for a second. Ooh, man. But yeah, let's get up here and let's get mining here. Get some of this iron. So there are some materials in the spaceship inventory for us to transfer to your own inventory, which you can access the tab. We'll go do that here in a second. Let me just grab a few items here. Probably end up having to go back to the ship anyways, because if you hop in the ship, you can get some oxygen, and then you can go on your merry way. But yeah, let's run around here, see if we can't pick up some necessary items. Now, if you look in the lower left-hand corner there, we have our O2, which is our oxygen, basically our able to breathe and whatnot. And then above that is our energy, allowing us to run. And then above that is our health. Now, our health slowly goes down, as well as our O2. And we can fix the O2 problem by just jumping into the spaceship in the beginning until we get the base up and running. But as far as the health, we have to use heal kits and all that stuff to get that going. Boy, I tell you, the gravity here is crazy. I could just kind of float, and I don't know, if I had rockets, I bet you I could even go up higher. I mean, there's some islands that are way up there that are really up in the air. I don't know, maybe if I had rockets, I could just float up to them. So if we jump in, hit E there, we go in, and you can see my oxygen popped right up. Now we can hit tab. We got some items here. We got some iron plate. Looks like cement. We got a food box there, and we got some oxygen capsules. So that's good. Now, what we need to do is that our spaceship has kind of run out of energy. So what we need to do is to find some batteries, and that's one of the things we're planning to do on this island, or not on this island, on this planet, is to be able to create the batteries that we need so that we can get our ship off here and go around and check out all the other islands around here. Once we get a little going here, we'll be able to get a mapping system up. I don't believe, yeah, okay, we have a little bit of a map. You can see the large deposits there of iron. We can see that there is quite a few little tiny islands that are kind of spread out all over the place here. So we have a lot of, investigating to do. Let's run back and grab some more air. We're getting a little on the low side. Now, one of the things I want to do is to set up a beginning base, kind of get a base started here. I'm not really sure where would be a good spot. I'm thinking maybe right up top here. That way I can deal with the more of the flatness and everything of the planet. We'll have to jump up there and see what what it looks like up there. We do have some caves and everything like that. We do have some iron and other resources that are down low here. Well, it looks like we got quite a bit of resources already. We might be able to start working on that. The hotter the environment is, the harder it is for us to do things. So we have to keep an eye on that as well. This actually isn't too bad. We might be able to do something up here. Now, let me see here. We got a build menu. We got the furniture. We can make this little base right here. Let's make this base a little high off the ground if we can, so we don't have to mine so much dirt and all that. How about like right here? That'd probably be all right. Now this little area here should have oxygen. There we go. There we are. All right, now that we're in here, let's see here. I want to open up this. Let's go into our build menu. We got some furniture here. We got a workbench. If I get some more cement, I can make another one of these things here, but I'm going to need some rock. And then I can make this, that there. Let's see here. What do we got? Base, logistics, production. All right, well, it looks like that's it. That's the only items I have. So I just need to go and mine me some rock. Just mine the ground right here. This will be a good way for us to get some rock. There's like 25 rock right there. Boy, that was quick. Okay, let's see. Now, oh, we can hit Q and get the same thing to pop up. We'll do that. All right, let's set this right about here, I guess. Now we should be able to, we can make cement here, and we can expand this out a little bit more. So I can put another compartment down, kind of build out my base a little bit. Completed first steps, nice. Building a living compartment first, you'll need to establish your base. Living compartments are where your oxygen will refill and you can place some equipment. All right. Now we're kind of ahead of them on that ballpark. Let's see, I'm thinking, need more cement. Now our little drill thing also uses our battery that we use for the sprinting and everything like that. So we need to watch out for that. We can increase that, make that a little bit bigger. There we go. That looks like a nice base there. It's a good start. Just need to move this now. We'll hit X, dismantle that. Let's put this back like against this wall. It'd probably be better. There we go. And let's see, what else stuff can we make? We unlocked a whole bunch of new stuff here. We got electrical panels. We got a door. We got a wall. Interior stairs. And then looks like we got a crate, a desktop, a table. And then we got a bunch of furnishings. And we got glass. Oh, we got some blocks here. That might be a good idea for us to like work on getting those blocks situated. So that way we can set up blocks out here and then, you know, have a nice little foundation here to be able to come out on. Next, I want to do is this electrical panel. So we're going to need cement and we're going to need some cables. And I don't know. I think I just put it right there. That should be all right. And we got some new crafting recipes out of that. Pretty sweet. Oh, a plant grower. Gonna need that. Window. I don't know if I'll need that too much. Wind turbine. Yes, I'll need that. Oh, we got a miner too. That's nice. Now this is, see, craft some more complex items. Before you can create more advanced machines, you'll need some new equipment. All right. Oh, there's a meteor coming down. I see. Okay, I was wondering what that noise was. Okay, so we have this this wind turbine. Might be good. It produces 7 megawatts of power. Let's see, we got this window. That might be good just so that I can see what's going on outside. Put that right there so at least we can look outside, see what the weather looks like before we step out. And then let's see, what else can we make here? So we got this assembly bench. Allows to manually craft some advanced parts and machines and items. Must be placed inside a living compartment. And then we got this plant grower. I'm thinking that would probably be a good one. Let's do 2 iron plates for that one. Now, once we get the planters, that'll help with keeping our health up. And now we'll make a plant grower. I'm going to put this plant grower kind of back here next to the window. Rubber belt. All right. So now we got the plants are growing. We're producing organics 6 times per minute. Produced in a tree greenhouse. Okay. So we should be able to put that in our inventory. We'll come over here and we can do this, a can of food. We need 3 organics per each one. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to start getting a little bit more automated. I wouldn't mind, getting a drill that we make cement. So it just mine rock, and then it would turn that rock into cement for us, and then we could just take that cement and start putting down foundations, or even getting as far as where it makes it into cement, and then it changes the cement over into the foundations for us automatically, and then all we have to do is just pick up the blocks and put them down. That would be a lot easier. Okay, so we got this food box, which gives us a bunch of health as well, but I prefer to get the stuff down as quickly as possible, and just be able to make our own food, and then use that food that they gave us just as as an emergency type of food. So we got that. Now we need to, I want to make this miner, because then we get idle mining devices. Does not require a power source to mine a specific ore. Place it near a large ore deposit. Okay, that's good. So that just requires us to get 3 of these. So, well, it's going to be a long ways to travel to go and get some iron. Although maybe that's iron right there. I don't know if that's iron or if that's basalt or what is that? Because there's a bunch of resources down here. Okay. Well, we'll have to bring, oh yeah, this is iron. Okay, great. This is exactly what I want. Let's put this guy down here. Great. So now we can come in here. We can pick up the iron. It should get it up to, I think it's 20. So we can get like 20 iron from this. All right. So we need this wind turbine. I don't know if we have anything that requires power yet. Maybe I should make this here. I've also got these crates, which would be nice to have just so that we can throw some stuff into. But yeah, let's do the, I'm not seeing anything new here. Oh, we got the double window. Okay. Let's get this assembling bench up. So that's going to require us to make a couple of these. We're going to have to do a little bit of this by hand in the beginning until we get things going. See, I need some gears and I need some cables. Now we don't have like a technology tree like on some of the other places, but on this one here, as you build certain devices or buildings and all that, then you start unlocking other stuff that you can use, and then you slowly build up from that point. So yeah, this thing's full. Yeah, I knew it's 20 iron for that, so that's good to know. Once we get our new miner, we'll be able to get to be able to mine what is it? I think it's like 3 stacks of 20, so we get 60 iron, but then we'll also have the ability to connect a belt to it, which would be nice, and then we'll be able to move the stuff up here where we can work with it on our new factory. Hit R here to turn it around. I think I'm just gonna put it against the wall right here. Now we got antenna, we got a container V1. We got the forge, which is pretty sweet. Advanced miner, which is the one I was just telling you about. Standard O2 tank. Water collector. Circuit board. Filter. Wow, we got all kinds of new stuff on that. Rotor. New objective automation. So now we can make computers, rotors, filters, antennas, iron beams, circuit boards, and standard O2 tanks. The other thing it mentioned on here is powering advanced machines. More advanced machines will require a lot of electricity. Each power source, such as a wind turbine, is automatically connected to a local network that powers nearby machines. All right. So we ended up, let's see, what did we get? We got Q here. We got the forge. We got the advanced miner. Wouldn't mind setting that up. It requires 3 megawatts. That also takes 3. So that these two together is almost 1 windmill. And then this beacon emits a signal that you can follow on your map and your compass. Okay. And then we have this container here, which is great for, again, putting stuff in there or using it as a buffer in our factory. Now this one here, this water collector, extracts moisture from the planet's atmosphere, providing a sustainable water source. That might actually be pretty good because I think we're going to need water at some point. Oh, there's 2 large iron deposits down there. Okay, cool. And that's all we found so far is iron and quartz. Now, what I think what we need to do is we need to build this advanced miner, but first off, we need to build this wind turbine. So I need 5 iron plates and 4 iron rods. Oh, can I access? Wow, I can access that a long ways away. Okay, that's pretty awesome. All right, now that we have that, let's get the windmill up. I'm thinking just set it up here, get it kind of high up, so make sure it gets plenty of that wind. Ooh, we got an exterior lamp, some solar panels. Why did I build that if I get in the solar panels now? In my defense, you know, there's not exactly any sun right now, so there is that. Yeah, so now what we need to do is to make the miner. So the miner is going to create a lot of items, or we need to make a lot of items to make it. Let me put it that way. So we need 6 iron plates. So let's work on these 6 iron plates here. Okay, so now we're going to run down here. I'm going to pick up this and I'm going to put down this other drill for us to start pushing up the ore from down here. And so now I want to put down this other miner. Let's put down this one right here for this iron ore. Now this one here can produce more, so we can get 3 stacks of 20. And ultimately what I want to do is to get some belts. So I want to get these conveyor belts and start putting those conveyor belts and taking those all the way up on top, and then we can start producing all kinds of stuff up there. So let's go up here. We'll make the stuff that we need to make the conveyor belts, and then we're going to use the conveyor belts to get the resource up to this point, and then that way we can start working on our base from up here. Quite so far with this, but at least we can get a little ways with it. Get right about there. That should be right good, huh? All right, so we got the belt up here a little bit closer. I mean, it's a little wonky, but I like how it cuts through the rock and dirt and everything to get to its destination. So that's kind of nice. But we got a bunch of cement here, so let's make cement, and then we'll make some blocks. Start a little foundation floor somewhere where we can put down the where this conveyor belt's going to come up here. So I think I want it like right about here. Yes, I want it like that right there, and then bring that out here and like that there. Nope, not enough. Let's see about that. Don't have enough, but we at least got that right there. We see now we should be able to go into here. And we need to make for transfers raw iron and copper ore into ingots and rock into cement or quartz into silica. So that's what I want to do. And then transforms the crafting part into selected recipes. So I want to get this forge up. I want to set this forge up right here. And then that way we can kind of do what we need to do. All right, so let's put the forge up here. So the in arrows there. Let's turn this around. So let's go in the right direction. There we go. Got kind of on the edge there, but at least we got it up. And we got some new buildings out of that, so that's pretty nice. Now we want to connect this thing here. All right, transform the planet. The atmosphere, it has a very low percentage of oxygen. Introduce some vegetation to create a sustainable source of oxygen. All right, we're up to that point. All right, now we can open up the forge here. You can see we're inputting the iron ore. It's creating iron ingots for us now. So now all we have to do is to produce, to take the iron ingots out, and then we can create different stuff here. We can create either the iron plates or we can do the iron rods. So that makes things a little bit easier for us. Now, I wouldn't mind setting up another miner and doing the rock up there, getting the rock situated. But at least now we have the iron up here. We just got to figure out where we're going to get some copper. We need to get copper, and I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen that as a resource. I see the quartz there. I see the large iron deposits, which are everywhere, but I'm not seeing any iron yet. Later on, we'll be able to get some vehicles, and we can use the vehicles to plow this all up for us. Flatten it out a little bit easier instead of us having to do it all by hand. But in the beginning, we got to do it by hand, which is fine because I'm going to need the rock anyways to create some foundations and miscellaneous resources. So I'm thinking what we need to do is we need to make another one of these, maybe a couple more. I don't mind having to face the right direction though. Now it says we need to create a water collector. I'm thinking if I can automate the rock foundation, get us some cement, and we can start really pushing out, getting our base nicely set up here. So one of the things we can do is we can go in here. If we right click this, we should be able to get a pin like that, and then oh yeah, see, we're all good. We just need to set out the miner. So we got this nice rock deposit right here. Set the miner up there, start mining that rock, and then I think what I want to do is to set up one of these guys here, and then I want to set up a belt coming down, and this is just going to be temporary. I'm just going to have this here for the time being. Later on we'll end up moving it, but this is just going to help to make my foundations and all that so that we can start getting the base all situated and all kind of everything all nicely set out and everything. Okay, go that into there. And then we want it to be cement. So do the cement there. And then once it turns to cement, then what I want to do is I want to set up a box here. So if we set up a box like right here, turn this bad boy around. I think I could set it up like right here. Maybe up there like that, a little bit higher up. And then I want to run the belt out of there and just run right into here. Now we'll have to automate these iron plates here so that we don't have to do this so much. And then we should be able just to grab like a handful of these things and then run up and work on getting the space set up. All right, so let's take that, put that right there. There we go. Now we're getting cement, and it'll just stack up right in here. So now I should be able to just put down these blocks here. All right, that looks pretty sweet. Now what I want to do is I want to go in here and I want to create this. I need some cement. I'm going to need some rotors. So we got rotors here. I'm going to need some cable and some rubber belt. which means I need rubber, which means I need organics, which is what we have right here. So we can pick up this organics. And we just need a couple cement, which should be out there. I don't know. Do I have any rocks on me? I do have rocks on me. I might as well just use those up. Okay, and then we just need to set down this water. I guess we could just set it right here, huh? It looks like it just will work right here on the base, but I'll just put it over here. See, there's an in and out spot right there, so I guess I'm going to kind of try to keep that open. All right, so now that we have that, we can collect water. Wow, that's pretty sweet. No, it doesn't matter if you use the right mouse button or the left mouse button. Both of them work the same as picking up rock and flattening the area a little bit. Well, that's kind of different. But anyways, I think that's going to do us for today. Appreciate everybody coming along and joining me here on this little space adventure here on terraforming this planet. This is a Etheria planet, so it has about 5% water on it, and then the rest of it is about 60% rare resources. And then it looks like we have all these meteorites that keep coming down. So I don't know, maybe they're adding to resources. I'm not 100% sure. But I want to thank everyone for coming along and joining us. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And hit that like. It helps with my algorithm, and it lets me know how much you've been enjoying the series so far. Also, don't forget that I stream on Saturdays at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so you don't want to miss out on that. And I look forward to seeing you on our next video. You take care now, and bye-bye.